Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tesla weekly video for today. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. Now, unlike all the previous episodes, we will not start with the China insured numbers because of Chinese New Year, so we're going to get that number updated next week. But I do want to start off with the Cybertruck because more recently, pictures like this, Lady Gaga entering a Cybertruck and a parking lot with a ton of Cybertrucks have surfaced. If I'm being completely honest, all I'm seeing here are tiny cyber whistles. We also had an announcement that finally Stellantis is going to adopt the NACS, the North American Charging Standard. And if you look at the picture, these are the companies that are yet or not yet to start adopting that. VinFast, Faraday Future, Canoo, Civic, I believe that's Civic. Then you have McLaren, Aston Martin, and Ferrari. Of course, some of those don't even have EVs. Now, at first, of course, this was a big buzz, right? When GM announced, when Ford announced, the stock reacted positively. But at the end of the day, we knew that everybody would just follow suit and it wouldn't really have such a material impact on Tesla's stock right now. So, okay, fine. Welcome. You've done the right thing. Another big news of the week was that Andrej Karpathy has left OpenAI. He was previously the director of AI at Tesla, founding member of OpenAI as well. A lot of people have been talking about the fact that, maybe something happened at OpenAI with Sam Altman, etc., etc. So basically tweeted this out. First of all, nothing happened, and it's not a result of any particular event, issue, or drama, but please keep the conspiracy theories coming as they are highly entertaining. Of course, plenty of Tesla shareholders, fans, have been saying maybe he should come back to Tesla or maybe XAI. Let's wait and see. But right now he says here, my immediate plan is to work on my personal projects and see what happens. Good luck to him. Now, before I jump into my big question for you and argument afterwards, if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, we really appreciate that. Want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get a top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. Now, I want to touch on this poll that Sawyer Merritt posted a week ago before the Super Bowl. Do you think Tesla spending $7 million on a 30-second Super Bowl ad would be a good investment for the company? Now, 37,779 people voted. 41.2% said no, 36.8% said yes, 10.4% I'm not sure, then the rest show results. What did you think? Did you think that Tesla should have taken the opportunity to advertise during the Super Bowl? I know that in previous years could have made the argument that, look at the Google Trends, right? Ford advertisers, GM advertisers, and suddenly we see Google Trends, we see Tesla going up, right? Even Tesla reported that in their shareholder deck. But what happened this year? Nothing, right? Nothing happened. So you might say maybe Tesla should have taken that opportunity, or Tesla should focus on other things because they are trying out digital advertising. We've seen on X and we've seen on YouTube as well, on Google search. So they're trying it out. But traditional advertising, yet to be seen. Of course, there is the camp that say, yeah, but their products speak for themselves. Could very well be. But the education part of the whole EV transformation, I don't think a lot of people are very, very well informed on battery, on cold weather, range, and stuff like that. Maybe they could have taken that opportunity to educate the public with regards to EVs. Maybe they're going to do that next year where maybe demand is a bit higher than today. Because remember, 2024 is not really going to be a year of huge growth for the company, which is why the stock is down 20% year to date. And so I'll ask again, do you think Tesla should start advertising? If so, when and how? Let me know down in the comments below. Up next, we've got two notes from Adam Jonas. Notes, maybe blog post, should I call it blog post? You like it or you don't, really depends on how you view it. I think it's very, very informative to see how he's thinking, to see how this side of the street is thinking. So the first one is with regards to Trojan EV, Tesla, Mexico, and China. So it says here basically the US wants EVs, but EV supply relies on China. China wants export market, but confronts a rise in protectionism. Elon Musk wants way cheaper EVs, so do consumers, but you need China for that. Mexico is in a powerful position to broker a westernized China-based EV supply chain. It then also gives here a nice little picture with regards to the legacy OEMs, so Ford, Stellantis, GM. How would they be working in the future? Partnerships with China, partnerships with Tesla, with themselves, or with other EV startups. Very, very interesting. Should pause the screen if you want to look at the full notes. The second one was a bit, let's say, bearish. So this comes from feedback from the Bull Bear Lunch and Perception survey that they have. So he says, just back from easily the most bearish of our Tesla Bull Bear Lunches. Some doubted if sales grow at all this year. Most see consensus falling and AI off the table for now. Despite the overall tone at the lunch, we remain overweight, with Tesla offering over 80% upside from current levels, which we believe is compelling in proportion to the investment level within our US auto coverage. Separately, our perception survey revealed rather mixed opinions on Tesla's brand. From a read of the room, it seems that everyone felt the stock would underperform over 6 months. Almost everyone felt the stock would underperform over 12 months. We acknowledge fiscal year 2024 will be a challenging year for the global auto industry, which is reflected in our estimates. And so, as I said at the start of the year, I think it's the first or second episode for the Tesla Weekly 2024, was reset our expectations. Now, moving on to some more announcements here. First, from Tesla Energy. So Tesla has officially opened ordering in the US for its next generation Powerwall 3 home battery. One Powerwall 3 costs $5,880. That includes the 30% federal tax credit, the same as Powerwall 2, and that's not including installation. We also had an increase in the price of the Model 3 long range in the United States by $500 to now $47,490. By the way, this is the second time in 9 days that Tesla has raised the price for this Model 3 long range. As you can see here, great graph by Tesla Chan on X. And over in Europe, Tesla has also increased the prices of the Model Y in Germany by 2,500 euros. For the Model Y rear-wheel drive, an increase of 2,000 euros, long range 2,500 euros, and the performance one also 2,500 euros. And according to this person right here, he says that in Norway they increased the price by Model Y by 20,000 Nordic kronen, approximately $1,900 across the lineup. So I guess that would have a positive impact on maybe EPS revisions. Remains to be seen. Of course, there's always more noise and negativity when the price drops. When the price goes back up, usually people seem to not talk about that, it seems. Moving on to one of the last things here I want to discuss. One is with regards to the compensation package. So apparently Musk Tesla shareholder to propose a stay of pay ruling during appeal. So according to Reuters here, Elon Musk and the Tesla shareholder who won a verdict last month, voiding the CEO's $56 billion pay package, will ask a judge to pause her ruling until an appeal is resolved, according to a Tuesday letter to the court from the shareholder's attorney. Before Musk can appeal, the two sides will propose a final order for approval by the judge, which will include a petition for a legal fee. That fee will be paid by Tesla, and given the enormous verdict, it is likely to be among the largest ever. It will likely be opposed by Tesla. Musk and the shareholders will tell the court their position on fees by March 1st, according to the court filing, and then apparently this will take at least 6 months to be resolved. And remember, that shareholder barely had any shares. And the fact that the majority of Tesla shareholders were in favor of that compensation package, the fact of the matter is that that compensation package was paid because the company was so successful, because the stock price has appreciated so much, which means that shareholders themselves have gained from this quite a lot. I think last week we've seen some other CEOs get a huge increase in their pay, and let's see what happens. Let's see, maybe someone will take it again to the Delaware court and things will change. SpaceX has already been incorporated in Texas. Tesla might follow. Now the thing here, and that's not just with this ruling, it's with every other headline that is just not true, whether it's NHTSA still using recalls when we actually talk about over-the-air updates, or whether it's just mainstream media plainly lying when it comes to an FSD crash, autopilot, whatnot. Tesla has a pretty strong legal team, I would assume, and I think it's time for them to start working for their money, right? I think it's ridiculous. Shareholders get hurt from it. The brand definitely gets hurt from it. So, I mean, maybe it's time for them to take some legal action. In my opinion, the best defense is attack. I mean, at some point, this whole thing just becomes quite ridiculous. Now, you might say, yeah, but who says you can change what NHTSA says? If it's a recall, then it's a recall. Well, in accounting, GAAP accounting, non-GAAP accounting, stuff like that, things have changed over time. So appealing or to ask for a change and say, look, if it's over-the-air updates, stop calling it a recall. It's not a recall, it's just an over-the-air update. Are we always going to say, oh, the iPhone has 2 billion recalls because it has an update? It just doesn't make any sense, right? Again, I think there's a lot of things that Tesla can be doing. I know we're talking about an incredible company. They probably know better than me. Not probably, they know for sure better than me. But still, we're talking here a lot about engineers, super smart people. Sometimes they don't really think about what happens outside, right? Engineers aren't great marketers. That's just a fact. I mean, we've seen one of the first YouTube shorts with regards to Tesla advertising. It's completely ridiculous. Didn't make any sense. It's not appealing. And advertising should be appealing, should be informative, shouldn't really be boring and be filled with technical stuff. So there are a couple of things that I would like to see from Tesla happening already starting this year, because it prepares the company for 2025 and onwards, where maybe demand will increase, interest rates will come down, Model 2 maybe in a year and a half from now. So you're preparing the field already for that moment. Of course, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but do let me know down in the comments below. Last thing here, we have finished the week quite, let's say, stronger than what I anticipated. This is on the daily, by the way. And on the daily, you can see that gap here. And that gap is now half filled. To be fully filled, we'd have to reach approximately $208 or so. But it does seem that right now, 180, we found a short-term bottom. We are also over the 20-day moving average, so that's pretty positive. Then if we look at the weekly, this is now the third green week for the Tesla stock. So maybe momentum is starting to shift. Maybe the hype when it comes to semiconductors, AI stocks is starting to die down, and money will start flowing into companies like Tesla, which has started the year quite badly compared to the overall market. Remains to be seen. I still think there is a long way ahead. 2024 is going to be a long year as well. Election towards the end of the year, so expect a roller coaster ride, and especially with interest rates still high, inflation numbers coming in hotter than expected. It's going to be a long year and an interesting one. So that will be it for this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.